Adrian College experienced power outages across campus last night due to the blizzard that wreaked havoc here in Southeast Michigan. But luckily, we've got an electric matchup this Saturday afternoon between the Dutchmen of Hope College and the Bulldogs of Adrian College. Happy to have you with us up here in the booth. I'm Calvin Keys here, bringing you men's basketball coverage in the Michigan Intercollegiate Athletic Association right here on ACTV. And as we're 15 minutes from tip-off, we'll go through a brief pregame show to get you set on the latest storylines and news going into this contest between these two NCAA Division III schools. Hope College had a bit of a treacherous journey to get here to Adrian, Michigan tonight. The roads were horrendous, to say the least, with the snowy and icy conditions, but they were able to get here safely from Holland. Pretty sparse crowd in attendance, so for those of you who opted to stay at home and watch on TV, we're happy to have you with us here on Adrian College Television. Well, to get things started, let's get you clued in on the players to watch in this afternoon's game. For the Bulldogs, keep an eye on DJ Morrow. He's a freshman guard from Lake Orion, Michigan. Went off for 23 points last game. He was 5 for 10 shooting, 3 for 4 from three-point range, and a perfect 10 for 10 from the free throw line. Pretty impressive numbers. He had a season-high 23 points. He averages 9.5 points per game, and last game against number 3 ranked Calvin was his second 20-point game of the season. On the other side of things, keep an eye out for Justice Mims for the Flying Dutchman. He's a sophomore guard from Rochester Hills, Michigan, attended Rochester Adams, and also had a big game in the Flying Dutchman's previous contest against the Hornets of Kalamazoo College. He went off for 18 points, which was a season high for Mims, and 21 minutes of play. 6 for 11 from the field was his shooting record, as well as 2 for 5 from three-point range, and he shot 4 from 6 from the foul line. He averages 10 points per game this season, and it was his second 15-plus point game of the year against Kalamazoo. Looking at the starters for both teams. For the Bulldogs, they will look to DJ Morrow, Braylon Dickerson, and Mike Reitnauer at the guard position. They'll also look to Kendall Chrisman as their fourth guard, Nick Seifert, the lone forward for the Bulldogs in the starting five. For Hope College, their guards will consist of Clayton Dykehouse, Marcus Warman, and then their forwards are Parker Hovey and Tanner Wiegerink, as well as their center, Gabe Quillen. Moving forwards, let's talk the history between these two squads. For Hope, they lead 143-26 all-time in this series, and the Flying Dutchmen have won the last 7 contests between these two teams. Last year, they won all 3 meetings between the two squads, 74-60 at home and 82-63, both games at the DeVos Fieldhouse for the Flying Dutchmen. And then here in Adrian, they lost 72-63, so a perfect 3-game sweep. And the last time the Bulldogs were able to take down Hope College was all the way back in 2020 in a marquee game, the MIAA quarterfinal, a final score of 83-73. Looking at the previous games for both sides, Bulldogs had one of their best performances of the season, albeit in a loss against one of the top teams in the country, arguably the favorite in the MIAA conference, number 3 ranked Calvin, and the Knights got the win on the road, 71-65. Bulldogs led for most of the first half, very back and forth, tight game. Bulldogs shot 33% from the field, 36% from 3, and 80% from the stripe, which was really impressive. It was a tight game. Bulldogs also got 37 bench points. DJ Morrow leading the team with 23 points, as we already had mentioned earlier on in the pregame show. Nick Seifert added 13 points and 6 boards. For the Hope Flying Dutchmen, they look to continue to stay hot in conference play. 3-0 in the MIAA coming into this game. They had a 73-55 win at the DeVos Fieldhouse in Holland, Michigan, over the Kalamazoo Hornets. Shot 41% from the field and 33% from three-point range. And 50% was their percentage at the charity stripe, which is a little bit concerning. So hopefully Hope able to capitalize on those foul calls that they're able to draw, scoring points at the free throw line. Justice Mims leading the Flying Dutchman against Kalamazoo with 18 points, joined by Ben Wagar with 14, and Marcus Warman had 10. Now it's time for my keys to the game, if you will. Bulldogs need to defend the paint today. They let Jalen Overway, the big man for the Calvin Knights, kind of walk all over them down low. Had a lot of trouble defending him. Hope's got a lot of talented bigs as well. Bulldogs have a little bit of a smaller lineup with 3 guys standing at 6'6". And it's tough to defend when other teams have a bit of a height advantage in the paint, but they're going to look to do a better job of that today in order to move towards a victory. Other than that, Adrian looked pretty strong offensively and defensively back on Wednesday night. For Hope, the glaring issue in their victory over Kalamazoo, in which they didn't make many mistakes, was their free throw shooting, only hitting 50% of their free throws. For the Bulldogs, a team that will probably be forced to foul more often in the paint in defense, Hope needs to make them pay by making their shots at the stripe. Well, we're just about under 10 minutes from tip here on ACTV. Excited to get things going from the Merillat Sport and Fitness Center, and we'll be back with tonight's college basketball contest after these messages. Stay with us here on ACTV.
As you anxiously await all of the amazing experiences that will define your college years, you stand today, students, on the threshold of one of the most magical times in your life.
Adrian College is looking for leaders, student athletes with the tenacity to keep the Bulldogs at the top, the forefront, in and out of the classroom. The Bulldogs are looking for talent, character, hard work, grit, leaders who can electrify sold-out crowds, cut out a last-line shift, will their team to victory, hit a grand slam in the bottom of the ninth, and be a part of a legend in the making. Think you have what it takes to become a Bulldog? Visit adrian.edu to learn more.
Adrian College is a pinpoint like no other. With our 77 undergraduate degrees, 47 majors, and 21 broad fields of study, Adrian has a one-of-a-kind, hands-on learning experience for everyone. Do you want to visit the campus of Adrian College in person? Visit adrian.edu/campus-visit. Again, that's adrian.edu/campus-visit. Come take in the beautiful facilities at Adrian College for yourself.
April 6, 2021, I was sitting in my office and an email popped into my inbox from someone in your graduating class today. The email said, "Dear President Docking, back in August, I had emailed you in regards to the state of the well-being of the campus community during the COVID spike. At that time, I was incredibly anxious about the prospect of spending my senior year of college sitting at my kitchen table in my hometown trying to finish my seminar projects in the event we switched to all online learning. As I type this email now in April, I cannot describe to you the gratitude that my fellow students and I have for Adrian remaining open on campus for the duration of the school year. I wanted to take the time to thank the Adrian College community, the faculty, the staff, for allowing us to have as normal of a year as possible in a world that simply did not want that to happen. I look forward to walking across the stage in May knowing that I was still able to enjoy time with my friends and the Bulldog community during my senior year. All the best, Max Birmingham, class of 2021. Max, you've got to stand up so we can give you a round of applause.
From the Marilat Sport and Fitness Center, it's Bulldog basketball here on ACTV. Adrian College hosting Hope College in an MIAA contest today. Happy to have you with us here inside the booth. I'm Calvin Keys. As the starting lineups are being announced, let's take a look at the starters today for Adrian College. For the Bulldogs, their starting lineup will consist of DJ Morrow, who had 23 points in the Bulldogs' last game against number 3 ranked Calvin. Braylon Dickerson averages the most point per game on this Bulldog team with an average of 10 per contest. Mike Reitnauer, the senior who's had injury troubles, is a reliable presence in the backcourt, great shooter. Nick Seifert, the largest presence the Bulldogs have in the paint. He put up 13 points last game against Calvin. And then Kendall Chrisman, who had a key block in the last contest versus the Knights. Now looking over towards the starting lineup for the Hope Flying Dutchman. Hope will start Clayton Dykehouse, Marcus Warman, Tanner Wiegerink, Parker Hovey, and Gabe Quillen. Wiegerink leading the Flying Dutchman, averaging 13.5 points per game. Quillen right behind him, averaging 12.2 points per game. Tim Kaiser, the head coach today for the Bulldogs, in his third season behind the bench. And it's Greg Mitchell leading the charge for this Flying Dutchman team. Mitchell is the 11th head coach in the Flying Dutchman's history. Joined the team in July of 2014. He's led them to a 160-77 record. He's in his 10th season as head coach for this Flying Dutchman squad. Ball up, tipped back by Jordan, but scrapping for it is Parker Hovey. and Hope will start on offense to start on the road. Carrying it forward, Warman. Left behind for Dykehouse. Returns for Warman at the top of the key. Looking back for Dykehouse. Pass is bounced for Gabe Quillen. The 6'9" junior matched up with Josh Jordan. Posting up in the paint. Crafty move and the finish for Quillen. Seifert playing it on for Rechsteiner. Tight defensive coverage from Dykehouse. Nick Seifert worked all the way over for Rechsteiner, who had it knocked away. Dykehouse aggressive defense, and Adrian to inbound here. For the Bulldogs, this is their 4th game of MIAA conference play. Come into this contest with a 1-2 record. On the other side of things, for the Hope Flying Dutchmen, they are undefeated in the conference coming into this game. They are 3-0, have taken down Olivet, Alma, and Kalamazoo so far this season, as we'll get a stoppage at the scorer's table. One of our officiating crew members having a discussion with the official scorekeeper. Seifert over there waiting for the ball. And 48 seconds in, a long stoppage. Only bucket so far, if you're just joining us, came from Gabe Quillen, who will probably be a matchup issue for this Adrian team throughout the game, as he's got 3 inches on the tallest player the Bulldogs have to offer. Josh Jordan had some difficulty on the defensive side on Quillen just because of that extra reach, and Quillen seems to move pretty well for a big man on top of that. Finally, play will resume with 19:12 left in the first half. Game just getting going. Seifert has to hurry to play this one in. Rechsteiner gives it right back to the big fella. Seifert dropped off for Chrisman, pulls from 3, Irish Spring. Sent back in by Wegerink. Hope heading up the other way as Adrian with their first lead of the ball game, up 3-2. Pass delivered low. As going to work now is Wegerink. And a foul called on Seifert that Adrian head coach Tim Kaiser not too pleased with. Hope will inbound the ball on the baseline. This one sent out quickly. A pump fake to the hole with Soul. Big block. Crispin denies. Parker Hovey. Seifert to the baseline. Returns for Rechsteiner. At the top, Crispin shooting from everywhere and hitting from everywhere. Taken on by Warman. Marcus Warman. Dykehouse. Wegerink. Touched by Seifert. They'll say it remains Hope ball. Lucky bounce for the Flying Dutchman as Wegerink had it slapped away by Seifert out of play. Bulldog bench seemed to think that it took another touch off the hand of the Dutch player. Referee didn't agree. Here's Clayton Dykehouse. Step back three-pointer. High arcer. Doesn't get a bounce. Wegerink the board. The finish. Rechsteiner moving it up the court. Junior from Grand Blanc, Michigan. Former Bobcat is now a Bulldog. Seifert, Chrisman has all 6 of Adrian's points so far. Now Rechsteiner fakes the tray ball. Jordan, too hot to handle. Possession back for the Flying Dutchman. Wegerink moving it in for Marcus Warman. Guard from Lansing, Michigan. Played at East Lansing High School, as this one will skip through the arms of Hovey and taken back by Nick Seifert. Seifert, a Tiffin, Ohio product. Had it stolen. Players on the deck. Great effort by Hovey to win it back after he turned it over on the other end of the floor. The alley-oop. No finish there as the timing was off for Wegerink. Dykehouse was trying to set up his teammate for a highlight reel dunk. Instead, he missed the layup as that one is slammed away out of the hands of Chrisman. Hovey backtracking will stay here. Recksteiner to inbound. 17-10 to go in the first half. 6-4 in favor of Adrian. Played in short to Jordan, who mishandled it once more. Now he'll find it. Missed the shot. Put back from Dickerson won't go. Jordan eventually able to salvage. Floats a short one again. It's off the mark. Too strong. Seifert for Chrisman for three. That time he misses. 2 for 3 in this game now. Sloppy possession there for the Bulldogs as it's taken the other way by Dykhouse. Lofted up. Popping one is Warman. It's short of the mark. Seifert to the far wing. Dished out. Recksteiner. Nice handles. Back for Braylon Dickerson. Dickerson driving. Has it blocked. Nice work down low by Quillen. The other direction. It's Warman. The Euro step and the bucket. Seifert will find Recksteiner. All square at 6 apiece. Chrisman, Recksteiner. Near side, this is Dickerson. Josh Jordan matched up with Quillen. Jordan trying to turn the corner. And a foul call on Quillen, his first of the evening. Ball will be played in from the baseline as we have a couple of personnel changes. DJ Morrow will replace Josh Recksteiner. Gabe Quillen and Marcus Warman head out. And they send in Justice Mims as well as Ben Wagar for the Flying Dutchman. Chrisman looks for Morrow, who's got the hot hand coming into this game for the Bulldogs. Put up 23 against Calvin on Wednesday. Chrisman turning, doesn't have a lane. He's swarmed. Still Chrisman. Good patience, but he traveled before the ball headed in. Officials saying that Chrisman dragged his foot. And the junior from Niles, Michigan will have his field goal negated. Parker Hovey, nice bounce pass. The foul, the finish for Ben Wagar, recently entering the game. Draws contact, but a strong play to flush the basketball. He'll head to the charity stripe. Second foul of the game for the Bulldogs in this game. It goes to Chrisman, his first. He's replaced by Reitnauer. Welch also replacing Jordan for the team in white. Ben Wagar heading to the line here. He is an 83% free throw shooter. And knocks it down to complete the three-point play. And it's a 9-6 lead for the visitors from Holland, Michigan. Handed off for Dickerson. Seifert bounced for Morrow. He's fouled. Believe they will book Dykhouse for the reach-in. First foul for Dykhouse, second team foul for Hope. Seifert on the near sideline. Looking back in for Morrow. DJ Morrow. Mike Reitnauer. Seifert walking the baseline. Kicked out for Reitnauer. The three! Money. Bulldogs tie up the game 5 minutes in. Josh Decker. Left for Mims. Now down low. And a foul goes against Morrow as he jumped towards Ben Wagar. Tim Kaiser still up in arms as this has been an extremely tightly called affair so far. Seifert coming out, Chrisman coming in. Ball thrown back in by Dykhouse for Wegerink. Dykhouse again. Justice Mims. Lob pass Wegerink. That ball's lost by Wagar. Hustling to try and get there is Dickerson. Referees will converse because Braylon Dickerson may have touched this ball before it went out of play. And I think this will stay Hope basketball. And it will remain Hope ball. Dykehouse moves for Mims, then is the recipient of a pass. Matched up with Welch. Dykehouse tried to bank it in. Follow-up. Shot clock expired there, but right after Wegerink had got it off. Hope able to stay with it. Up top, this is Wagar. And a wide open dunk for Tanner Wegerink, raising the roof. Morrow tossed out for Dickerson. Dickerson trying to turn the corner around Mims. Foul called against Justice Mims. With 14:05 left, the score is 11-9 in favor of Hope. Flying Dutchman had a little bit of a sloppy offensive possession on the other end of the floor, but somehow were able to turn it into 2 points. Barely dodged a shot clock violation. Then found their own rebound on the ground. Scrappy play by Dykehouse. And then Wegerink finishes with authority at the rim. Morrow. Welch, pass for Reitnauer, intercepted by Josh Decker. Ball will stay at this end of the court. Dykehouse replaced by Warman. Morrow finds Chrisman. Now Welch. Back for Morrow. DJ Morrow, tightly contested three, was well away from the cup. Warman for Decker. Reset for Gabe Quillen. Here's Mims. Moving right in front of the Bulldog bench. He bobbled it. And now a travel against Justice Mims. Good defense from DJ Morrow. Forces an arrow, and Josh Jordan heads in for Braylon Dickerson. Chrisman, Welch, Jordan, Reitnauer, and Morrow all on the court for Adrian. Morrow. Left for Reitnauer. It's Jordan. Back over to the far side for Morrow. Covered by Warman. Rotation in full effect for the Bulldogs as Chrisman pulls up, fires off the back iron. Jordan nearly had it stripped. Lost the ball. Morrow gets it back. Will shoot a long two. Too much strength behind that one, and Jordan kicks it. So that'll be Hope basketball. A little bit of a sloppy start here from both teams. Haven't been able to execute how they would have wanted to this point in the game. Score still remains 11-9 Hope. Warman with the ball. Averages 10.5 per game. 4 different guys in this Hope lineup that all average double digits on a nightly basis. Justice Mims, Marcus Warman, Gabe Quillen, and Tanner Wegerink. Lucas Schock takes out Josh Jordan. Warman waiting for the all clear. Heaves it all the way out for Quillen. Marcus Warman again stops and pops and bounces off the rim, but Mims is there. Rebound and 2 points. Here comes Morrow. Moves for Chrisman. Chrisman turning. Instead of shooting, went for Welch. Pass was broken up, and Mims draws contact from Schock as he drove the hole. Shooting foul called against Schock, and Justice Mims goes to the line. Talked about him as our player to watch. Coming off of a good performance against Kalamazoo, had a season-high 18 points. And the sophomore from Rochester Hills, Mims, Misses the first. Mims a 75% shooter from the stripe. On the season, he's 18 for 24, hits the second. TJ McKenzie and Tanner Wiegerink enter the game, taking off Mims and Quillen. 14-9 here as the Dutchmen on the road. They lead by 5. Morrow. Lucas Schock. Tossed over for Reitnauer. Welch receives a dish. Sent down for Reitnauer. Easy layup all alone. Good vision from Morrow. And the Bulldogs will call timeout. They trail by 3 here. And what's been a little bit of a slow start, both teams look to recalibrate during the timeout break. Back after these messages, you're watching Bulldog basketball on ACTV.
Matt Kibbe, the current student body president here at Adrian College. I chose AC because the campus simply feels like home. Everywhere I go, I know the amenities are there to help me succeed and get to the next level in my career. If you want to see what Adrian College has to offer, you can schedule an in-person visit at adrian.edu/campus-visit.
If there was one word I was going to use to describe the communication arts program at Adrian College, it would be unique. Students find themselves on the radio, in front of and behind the camera, and directing their own programs. Students learn in a personalized environment that sets them up for a world of opportunities. Are you ready for your moment in the limelight? Learn more about the Rush Communications Center and Adrian College's communications program by visiting adrian.edu today.
Back inside the Marilat Sport and Fitness Center on the other side of an Adrian timeout. Hope has the basketball. They lead by 3. McKenzie passed over to Decker, who stepped out in front of the Adrian bench. Bulldogs get the ball back. Reitnauer will look for Morrow. DJ Morrow crosses over the timeline. Welch bumped into heavily by Wiegerink. Sloppy interchange between Morrow and Chrisman. Kendall Chrisman, fadeaway jumper, air balls. This is Hovey, passed up for Decker, who couldn't hold on. Bulldogs will get the ball back at the middle of the court. Decker will be taken out. Ball in for Morrow. Dropped it on the far side. And Adrian's going to keep the ball. I thought for sure this would be possession towards Hope. Looked like it took the last touch off of Morrow's leg. But the ball will stay on the offensive side of the floor. Braylon Dickerson. Bounced for Morrow. Back for Dickerson. Fades away, turning, knocked over while taking the shot. Misses. Dykehouse the other way. This one bounced and then laid in by Parker Hovey. Reitnauer for Welch. Open three. Can't cash in. This one touched for Dickerson. The shot goes and one. Braylon Dickerson, his first points of the game, making the shot while fouled. And a free throw here would draw the Dogs within 2. Swooshes it. Dickerson continues what's been a strong season for him at the free throw line, shooting 78%. Ball taken in, floating one, and finding the cup is TJ McKenzie. Lead back to 4 for Hope. Morrow back for Dickerson. Braylon Dickerson finds Rechsteiner. Quick cut, falling to the ground, sets up Welch, and missed the mark with the shot. Warman now out for Hovey's, trying to send one in off Welch. High off the glass, took a bounce off the rim and finds Rechsteiner. Morrow looking for Welch. Foul called on Hovey. Parker Hovey's second foul of the game. Both sides with 5 fouls so far in the contest. And Hovey will be replaced by Quillen. Ball skied out for Welch. Resets for Dickerson with Josh Jordan checking into the game on the sideline. Reitnauer being angled to the baseline, and a foul is called against Clayton Dykehouse. Foul number 6 in the game for the Flying Dutchman. Hope coming into this game with an 11-3 record. Bulldogs have the reverse record of that, sitting at 3-11, but they've won 3 of their last 6 games. So Adrian's been playing better of late. Hope's been pretty dominant all season. This is another tough contest against a Western Michigan opponent for Adrian after they fell in a tight contest against Calvin 3 days ago. That was a nice defensive stop by Wegerink to knock aside the drive from Dickerson. Morrow will find Jordan. Josh Jordan pounding in the paint, and a couple of bounces around the rim and out. Jordan held scoreless. Warman. Sam Carlson, his first appearance. Looks for Quillen. This is Wegerink. Nice contested layup. Will go. Rechsteiner left for Morrow. Grabbing a hold of the ball there was Warman. Morrow, and he's able to hold on to the basketball, and with that 7th foul, he'll shoot the 1-and-1. DJ Morrow had a great night at the free throw line earlier on this week, trying to keep that going. Makes the first to warrant a second free throw. Morrow, a 92.6% shooter. Last night was 10 for 10 from the stripe. 2 for 2 to start this outing. McKenzie, angled out by Reitnauer, finds Carlson in the corner. Nylon. Morrow, the other direction, as the Bulldogs trail by 7. That's stolen away by McKenzie. Yard sale down on the paw print at center, and it'll be called as a jump ball possession to Hope, or rather to Adrian. Possession arrow, I think, was facing the wrong direction. Rechsteiner going for Morrow. Out for Reitnauer, will pull from 3, rattles out. Quillen for Warman. Marcus Warman, nice move behind the back as he's knocked over by Jordan. Sends that one off the glass and in. Morrow moving ahead. Bulldogs down by 9. Rechsteiner skipping in, clattered to the floor, and a blocking foul. So Rechsteiner will go to the line. Foul number 8 against Hope. Recksteiner heading to the line. Has struggled this year from the charity stripe, 55.6% on the year. Hits the first. 7:58 to go in this first half. Hope up by 8 at the moment. Bulldogs trying to crawl back to make sure that the Flying Dutchmen don't get out of arm's reach, as Recksteiner will rectify some of his free throw shooting numbers. Goes 2 for 2. Ball's dropped off for Wegerink. Looking to move around Morrow. Wegerink draws the foul. Shot won't go, but he'll go to the line. .67 senior, hometown kid from Holland, Michigan. Now playing for the Flying Dutchman at the DeVos Fieldhouse. Shoots the first and makes it. Wegerink has made 66% of his free throws this year. Hits the second one. And now Wegerink checking out of the game. Gets a break, and Wagar in for Hope. Here's DJ Morrow. Left behind for Seifert. Now Dickerson. Braylon Dickerson. Dishes for Morrow. Josh Jordan receives the pass. Looking for Seifert. Seifert trying to turn the corner. Sends one off the glass. Nice bucket for number 10. Warman hustling in transition. Looks for Mims. Justice Mims sent it right to Seifert. Lead at 7 for Hope. 7 minutes left in the first half. Glad you've joined us for Bulldog basketball on ACTV. As Recksteiner dribbled the ball off his own foot. Played in by Wagar towards Warman. Mims sent down low. Here's Quillen. Gabe Quillen will hold on. Looking for Mims. The pump fake shakes Recksteiner. Little shake and bake from Mims. And finds the cup. DJ Morrow. Seifert. Looking in. Trying to get around Wagar. And foul called against Ben Wagar, so Seifert will shoot free throws. Reitnauer and Logan will head back in. One and one here for Nick Seifert. First shot will carry him out. This is found by Dickerson. Nice board. Reitnauer for Jordan. Now Logan. Back for Dickerson as a whistle blows. We'll get the call. Not sure what's being said here, but Seifert's going to inbound from the near sideline. Not sure what's going on over at the scorer's table. Seifert back in towards Jordan. Josh Jordan matched up 1v1. Nice little move, and the ball will roll in. Mims dances in, and another nice jumper on the fly from Justice Mims. Here's Seifert, bounding into the key. Gives it for Seth Logan. Dickerson, back for Logan, swung for Reitnauer. Jordan across. This is Seifert from three. Looked like it was going to go. Instead, it's just short as Jordan was kicked in the head. Dickerson misses the first, gets the putback. It's Josh Jordan shaken up, able to get back on his feet. Looks to be okay, but a timeout is called, and we'll step aside. Hope leads 31-24 with 5.5 to go in the first half from the Marilat.
Adrian College has dozens of athletics programs, and winning is a staple on our campus. We have the culture of winning in and out of the classroom. This is a place where young men and women grow into professionals for life. Are you interested in learning more about the Bulldog experience? Visit adrianbulldogs.com and the Recruit Me tab to be recruited to play your sport of choice today. If you have what it takes, you could be a Bulldog in no time.
Matt Kibbe, the current student body president here at Adrian College. I chose AC because the campus simply feels like home. Everywhere I go, I know the...
Back inside the Marilat Sport and Fitness Center, Adrian versus Hope in MIAA basketball action here on ACTV. Flying Dutchman on the road, they lead by 7 against the Bulldogs. And one thing that's given them a lift over their opponents here, traveling to play Adrian, is they're shooting 61.9% from the field right now. Pretty impressive numbers, whereas Adrian only hitting 32% of their shots. Warman for Wiegerink. Tanner Wiegerink to the hole with soul. Seifert. Nick Seifert. Little trickeration and draws a foul call. Seifert's happy about it. First foul against Wiegerink. Hope now at 10 fouls in this first half in a game that's been very tightly officiated. Gotta dot your I's and cross your T's. Mind your P's and Q's out on the court tonight the way the game's being called. Be on your best behavior as Seifert makes his first. Rolls off the rim. Logan nearly had the board. Instead, it was found by Wagar. Lobbed up! Hammer time! Sam Carlson. Shot out of a cannon. Braylon Dickerson looking for the response after a high-flying jam from the Flying Dutchman. Putting the flying in Dutchman is Sam Carlson. Junior guard from Superior, Colorado. Logan over for Reitnauer. His largest lead of the game for Hope is at 10. Dickerson trying to hit from 3. Welch a nice rebound as Seifert back out for Reitnauer. Shot from distance. It's good. 3-point bucket as Carlson now on the floor in pain, favoring his left leg. Carlson back up now, struggling to put weight on his leg, and he'll be helped out by the trainer here. Certainly hope he's okay. Just made a nice play with the dunk on the other end of the floor, and I think may have collided with a Bulldog player. Carlson being helped off the court. Best wishes to him. Get some attention from the trainer as play continues with 4:29 left in the first half. Bulldogs have not led since there was 16 minutes remaining in this half, about 12 minutes ago. Advantage is 7 currently for Hope. TJ McKenzie left for Warman. call on Josh Jordan for blocking. That's foul 7 against Adrian. So now in the bonus, Gabe Quillen will get some chances from the stripe. Big fella Quillen, the second leading scorer for Hope this season, 68% free throw shooter. Gets a good bounce off the front. First one will fall. Seifert replaces Jordan for the Bulldogs. One for two from Quillen. This is found by Dickerson. Moving this up. Now Seifert. Dickerson. Nice move. Welch bobbling it. This is taken by Warman, and a foul called against Darius Welch. For Darius Welch, that is his first foul of the half. 8th team foul for the Bulldogs. TJ McKenzie an opportunity at the line. Hope looking to advance their perfect record. 3-0 in the conference going into this game. Shot misses from McKenzie. Able to get the board. That shot won't go. Wiegerink stuffed by Welch. Stays with it. Finally gets the bucket. Hope will play Calvin next on the season. Number 3 team in the country. This call is made against Adrian College. Welch missed the shot anyway. Lucas Schock will head in for Welch with 3:42 left in the first half. Played in for Warman. Warman over for Mims. Justice Mims cascading in, somehow able to hold on and gets it in. Seifert for Schock. Looking for Chrisman. It's knocked out by the Flying Dutchman. .313 to go in this first half. Hope advancing the margin in this game as it's 40-28. Seifert. Schock moves for Reitnauer. Seifert on the near side. Defended by Wiegerink. Looks out for Chrisman. Shoots the 3. Misses. Justice Mims in transition. Left for Wiegerink. Now Warman. Quillen looking to get around Seifert using that height advantage, but inaccurate. Dickerson comes down with the board. Seifert swarmed, and a travel call against Seifert, who wasn't expecting a Hope player to be there, I guess, as he spun around and got caught in the midsection. 2:33 left to play before halftime. Looks like Carlson has that left foot on ice over at the bench on the trainer's table. Certainly hope he's all right. Wiegerink drops this off for TJ McKenzie. Marcus Warman. Warman biding his time. Still Warman had a wide open lane. The putback with authority. Gabe Quillen elevates for 2. Seifert for Schock, sent it off his own foot. Other direction. This is for Warman. Left for McKenzie. Easy bucket. 16-point advantage for Hope as they're going on a scoring run. Morrow Looking for Lucas Schock. Chrisman in the paint, spins off his defender. Nifty move to send it through the cup. Timeout is called by the Hope Flying Dutchman as the visitors lead 44-30 on a snowy afternoon in Adrian, Michigan. Back after these messages with more Bulldog basketball on ACTV.
Adrian College has dozens of athletics programs, and winning is a staple on our campus. We have the culture of winning in and out of the classroom. This is a place where young men and women grow into professionals for life. Are you interested in learning more about the Bulldog experience? Visit adrianbulldogs.com and the Recruit Me tab to be recruited to play your sport of choice today. If you have what it takes, you could be a Bulldog in no time. Adrian College has dozens of athletics programs, and winning is a staple on our campus. We have the culture of winning in and out of the classroom. This is a place where young men and women grow into professionals for life. Are you
back at the Marilat after a Hope timeout? Flying Dutchman have the ball. Marcus Warman will take it up. 5'10" sophomore guard from Lansing. Again, will cascade towards the cup, but short off the glass. Morrow up for Lucas Schock. Schock is hit hard, clatters down to the ground. Looks to be all right. He'll go to the line. Devin Chaney, his first foul of the game, and Schock goes to the line. Shooting 2. Lucas Schock, a junior from St. Clair Shores, Michigan, stands at 6'2", has appeared in 8 games this season, shooting 23% from the field and 66% from the free throw line. Schock makes the second. Warman into the front court. Now TJ McKenzie will stop from the paint and nail another jumper. Bulldogs need a response here in the final minute. Down by 15. This is Dickerson. Lots of turnovers has been one of the storylines for Adrian in this first half, not managing the ball very well. Justice Mims, tray ball. DJ Morrow. Back up for Chrisman. Stolen away. TJ McKenzie will take the simple route. Hope bench is actually booing McKenzie for not going up for the slam. Guess he didn't want to risk it. It was a nice play by McKenzie to read the pass and knock it away as the Bulldogs will wait for the final shot. Shot clock invisible as Morrow has it blocked by Wagar. They look up the court. Dickerson gets it back. Did he get the shot off? They say no. High off the glass, and it's halftime. With the Hope Flying Dutchman up by 20. It's 51-31 at the break. Flying Dutchman get their offense going. 20 minutes that left a lot to be desired for the Adrian basketball team, but they will head to the break with 20 minutes still to play to try and make up the 20-point deficit. And we'll head to the commercials here at halftime on ACTV. Stay with us for the remainder of today's contest from the Marilat Sport and Fitness Center.
As you anxiously await all of the amazing experiences that will define your college years, you stand today, students, on the threshold of one of the most magical times in your life.
Adrian College is looking for leaders, student athletes with the tenacity to keep the Bulldogs at the top, the forefront, in and out, hard work, grit, leaders who can electrify sold-out crowds, got out a last-line shift, will their team to victory, hit a grand slam in the bottom of the ninth, and be a part of a legend in the making. Think you have what it takes to become a Bulldog? Visit adrian.edu to learn more.
Adrian College is a pinpoint like no other. With our 77 undergraduate degrees, 47 majors, and 21 broad fields of study, Adrian has a one-of-a-kind, hands-on learning experience for everyone. Do you want to visit the campus of Adrian College in person? Visit adrian.edu/campus-visit. Again, that's adrian.edu/campus-visit. Come take in the beautiful facilities at Adrian College for yourself.
Tuesday, April 6, 2021, I was sitting in my office and an email popped into my inbox from someone in your graduating class today. The email said, "Dear President Docking, back in August, I had emailed you in regards to the state of the well-being of the campus community during the COVID spike. At that time, I was incredibly anxious about the prospect of spending my senior year of college sitting at my kitchen table in my hometown trying to finish my seminar projects in the event we switched to all online learning. As I type this email now in April, I cannot describe to you the gratitude that my fellow students and I have for Adrian remaining open on campus for the duration of the school year. I wanted to take the time to thank the Adrian College community, the faculty, the staff, for allowing us to have as normal of a year as possible in a world that simply did not want that to happen. I look forward to walking across the stage in May knowing that I was still able to enjoy time with my friends and the Bulldog community during my senior year. All the best, Max Birmingham, class of 2021. Max, you've got to stand up so we can give you a round of applause. For those of us on this stage, today is one of the most exciting days of the year. We love to see the wonder and anticipation in the eyes of our new students, as all of you anxiously await all of the amazing experiences that will define the years ahead.
Welcome back to our coverage of Bulldog basketball here on ACTV. The Flying Dutchmen of Hope College lead 51-31 on the road, with the Bulldogs of Adrian College trailing by 20 going into this second half. Looking at the stats around the board, Tanner Wiegerink and Justice Mims lead the Dutchmen with 12 points apiece. That's followed up by TJ McKenzie, who has 8. Sam Carlson still being attended to on the bench. Looks like he'll be out for this second half. For the Bulldogs, their points leader is a tie between Mike Reitnauer with 8 and Kendall Chrisman with the same total. Braylon Dickerson also with 5 points. First half looked like a bit of night and day compared to what we saw on Wednesday. Hopefully the Bulldogs were able to make some adjustments, and they look to be ready to compete to start this second half. Parker Hovey moved it for Gabe Quillen. Quillen trying to shake by Jordan, lifts one up and wouldn't quite go. Dickerson the other direction. Braylon Dickerson swung out for Chrisman. Kendall Chrisman on the drive, missed it. Dickerson comes down with it. A big offensive rebound, and the first points of the half go to the Dogs. Braylon Dickerson, his 6th and 7th point of the night. This is found by Dykehouse. Kicked out for Hovey. Shoots for 3. Count it. Seifert handed off for Dickerson. Into the middle. This is Kendall Chrisman, and a block party thrown by Gabe Quillen. Warman down to Wiegerink. Lays it in easily, speeding to the hole. Recksteiner left for Seifert. Dickerson for Chrisman. Jordan grabs it. He'll catch Quillen up high with an elbow. Basket won't count as Gabe Quillen still down in discomfort. The Flying Dutchman caught a flying Josh Jordan elbow right to the schnoz. Looks to be okay. He'll shake it off, rub some dirt on it, and play on. Marcus Warman for Clayton Dykehouse. Wiegerink lost it off his own foot. Adrian basketball. Hope head coach Greg Mitchell disagreeing with the call. In for Seifert. Seifert, the junior, leaves for Chrisman. Dickerson back for Seifert. Out for Chrisman. Steps to his right, fires. Josh Jordan, good offensive board, but he's sandwiched and tries the reverse layup. Incredible work by Josh Jordan to come down with the ball and then make his way out of a sticky situation to record 2. Quillen turning, gives the glass a kiss. 17:30 to go. 58-35 Hope. Bulldogs are going to need to go on a run here if they want to try and come back in this game. Recksteiner draws a foul from Warman. Reitnauer will replace Chrisman. Kendall Chrisman, so far in this game, has 8 points, tied for the team lead. Josh Jordan in on Quillen, off the side of the rim. Quillen for Dykehouse. Back out for Quillen. Once more, dropped off, and the shot is off the mark from Warman. Flying Dutchman will keep the ball as the Bulldogs stepped out. Warman for Quillen. The jam. Gabe Quillen records the dunk. Reitnauer back for Seifert. Dickerson moves for Rechsteiner, has it knocked away by Dykehouse. Clayton Dykehouse for Warman, open three look, bounces out. Jordan had it knocked away. It looked like he had it knocked away from Hovey, but Hope's going to keep possession here. Ball will stay here. Warman out for Quillen. Wiegerink. Once again, Marcus Warman. Tanner Wiegerink gives, gets back. Spinning by Dickerson, had his arm smacked there by the Bulldog player. And free throws coming up for Wiegerink. He'll shoot two. Wiegerink hits the first. Make that 15 points in the game so far for Tanner. Played high school hoops at Holland, West Ottawa. 62-35 the score, still have 16 minutes left to go. Reitnauer, Dickerson knocked over a Dutch player. That was Hovey, but he's called for a blocking foul. And that will be a shooting foul against Hovey, so Dickerson goes to the line. Dickerson with 7 points in this game. Hits the first shot. 78.6% shooter. Will have another chance after the timeout from the Bulldogs. We'll step aside here on ACTV. More Bulldog basketball still to come with 15:55 remaining in the second half.
The Adrian College Media Production House provides opportunities for students to learn and grow live on the airwaves, just like Matt Kibbe.
I've gotten a chance to create a relationship with coaches and teams and learn more from people instead of trying to teach myself something. Gotten an opportunity to expand my knowledge of sports, hone in on my skills as a broadcaster, learn about equipment in different ways. You get more of a connection with professors as well.
Providing opportunities, growing leadership. The Adrian College Media Production House. Thanks for tuning in. The Adrian College Media Production House provides opportunities for students to learn and grow live on the airwaves, just like Matt Kibbe.
I've gotten a chance to create a relationship with coaches and teams and learn more from people instead of trying to teach myself something. Gotten an opportunity to expand my knowledge of sports, hone in on my skills as a broadcaster, learn about equipment in different.
Back inside the Merlats, score is 62-38 in favor of the Flying Dutchman with 15:55 remaining. Hope has hit 26 of their 42 shot attempts from the field. Bulldogs just 13 for 37. Adrian with a 35% rate. Hope still maintaining a formidable 61.9% of their shots made. 50% from three included in that number. Hope's led for nearly 20 minutes of this game so far, still just under 16 to go. Clayton Dykehouse will throw this up. Found by Warman under the hoop. Bounce for Wiegerink. Tanner Wiegerink. Strong play at the rim to get it by Seifert and in the cup. Another timeout called here as we'll step aside. Score 64-38 Hope. back to our coverage of Bulldog basketball on ACTV. 2 timeouts in short succession, and finally we'll resume play. 3 timeouts remaining for Adrian and 4 for Hope as Dickerson missed the rim completely. Second effort is unsuccessful as Wegerink will come down with the ball. Here's Dykehouse. Clayton Dykehouse has it swatted by Jordan. The follow-up from Quillen will nestle that ball into the nylon. Seifert trying to move by Wegerink. Out for Reitnauer. That's a turnover. Warman stepped out. Bulldogs get the basketball back. Darius Welch checks back in. Wegerink will head out, replaced by Wagar, as Welch replaces Josh Jordan. A hush falls over the crowd here at the Maryland Sport and Fitness Center as another conversation being had at the scorer's table finally will resume. A little bit of a sparse crowd with classes not starting up till Tuesday here at Adrian, and also a lot of detestable winter weather, but folks have slowly been trickling in. Morrow to the baseline. This is Seifert. Basket won't count as it's a foul against Gabe Quillen. DJ McKenzie will switch out with Marcus Warman as Reitnauer chucks it in for Welch. Morrow. Scooped for Welch. Long jumper from just inside the arc. Won't go. Here's Dykehouse and fumbled the ball. It goes out. Hope will keep it as they say the Bulldogs touched it out. Dykehouse thrown in for Mims. Justice Mims. Back out for McKenzie. Quillen hands off again for Dykehouse, looking to lead Quillen. Foul on the floor against Adrian. That'll be against Reitnauer. First foul Reitnauer is committed in this game. Sent back in towards Quillen. Dykehouse guarded by Reitnauer. Lofting one for Quillen. Such a long wingspan, great reach, and is able to just hold that ball away from Welch and tuck it home. Good night. Seifert to Welch and then back again. No look pass for Reitnauer. DJ Morrow out for the three. Unable to make the shot, as it'll be a jump ball here. Reitnauer tying up Wagar. Struggles in the shooting department continue for Adrian. Reitnauer lofted up for Welch. Finds Dickerson. Now dealt for Seifert, double teamed. Welch, sloppy pass that didn't get to Reitnauer. Instead, it's Clayton Dykehouse. Dykehouse for Quillen, knocked away by Welch. This is Seifert, and he's fouled, heading to the hole. Logan getting ready to head into the game. Warman also checked in for the Flying Dutchman. Seifert banks home the first. Wegerink and Warman take out Quillen and Dykehouse. Seifert a 2-2 trip, 2-for-2 trip to the strike. DJ McKenzie finds an open Tanner Wegerink. Left for Mims. Seifert able to grab the ball as it bounces off the rim. Quickly up for Welch. Welch trying to skip by, sends a hook over Wegerink as he's fouled. Bulldogs trail by 28. Welch shooting here. Able to score the first. Hope already up to 68 points in this game. They've put up 70 plus in their last 7 contests. Explosive offense for the Flying Dutchman this season. Mims. Wegerink. Blue collar approach on Seifert. Bounce back out for Wegerink once more, still guarded by Seifert. Turning the corner on Morrow is Warman. Long tray ball. Swooshes off the hands of Ben Wagger. Morrow, Seifert, Reitnauer. Quick ball movement. Welch trying to answer. Another 3 off the mark. Wagger again. Looking for another 3. Unsuccessful. Wegerink a nice board off the hands of Morrow. Ben Wagger with 6 points in this game. Soaring through the air was TJ McKenzie. Lays it in for another bucket as Hope running away with this one. It's 73-41 for the visitors with 11:43 still to play in this game.
Adrian College is a pinpoint like no other. With our 77 undergraduate degrees, 47 majors, and 21 broad fields of study, Adrian has a one-of-a-kind, hands-on learning experience for everyone. Do you want to visit the campus of Adrian College in person? Visit adrian.edu/campus-visit. Again, that's adrian.edu/campus-visit. Come take in the beautiful facilities at Adrian College for yourself.
Back at the Marilat after a full timeout. 73-41 the scoreline. Tanner Wegerink has been balling out so far in the second. Now has 20 total points. Gabe Quillen adds 13. Followed by Justice Mims, who has 12. And again, a lot of these points being scored in the paint for the Bulldogs' opposition. In the paint, 48 of 73 for Hope, whereas Adrian's only been able to secure 18 points in that same area. Bulldogs, an undersized lineup, so they're forced to shoot from the perimeter, shots they haven't been able to make today very often, and Hope has really just been able to impose their will down low in their front court. Seth Logan pulls up and pops, almost a wedgie there, as the shot doesn't have enough power behind it. Here's Warman, set in for Quillen, missed the dunk as his arm was swatted. Quillen just a beast. Standing at 6'9". He's from nearby, or close to Hope's College, I should say, Ada, Michigan. Played at Grand Rapids Catholic Central, staying in the area. And, man, he's having himself a day. That would have been slam number 2. First shot misses. Wegerink, as we mentioned, sitting with 20 points in this game. He's had 2 different 25-point outings and another 20-point game against Wisconsin Whitewater. As Chrisman misses the shot, Logan trying to finish. Heavy collision with Rechsteiner. And Hope gets the ball. Ball is handed off for McKenzie. For Warman, a lot of really quick guards that Hope has at their disposal, as Wagar will play it in. And Quillen drawing another foul. Number 4 in the half against Adrian College. Lucas Schock heads in alongside Braylon Dickerson. Thrown in for Quillen. Jordan trying to telegraph the pass from Warman. This is Quillen, touched aside by Jordan. Dickerson up for Rechsteiner, shoots a 3, cash. Much needed field goal for the Bulldogs comes from Josh Rechsteiner. Ball finds Decker, Josh Decker looking for Quillen. Shot clock at 15 here. Swatted away by Dickerson. Able to grab it off the floor, rolling the ball along. Sent over for Rechsteiner. Looking for his second straight 3. Rechsteiner heating up. Marcus Warman looks for Wagar. Decker looking for an option. Quillen. Moving pieces for the Flying Dutchman. Foul called against DJ Morrow. Third foul for Morrow, so you have to imagine he'll probably get pulled out by Coach Kaiser soon with still 9:42 remaining. As Warman and Quillen head out. Dykehouse and Devin Cheney, who we haven't seen a lot of today, heads back in. Played up in the air, back for Cheney. Defended tightly by Jordan. Then Cheney once more. They look for Zach Hawes. Pass out for Hawes. Ben Wagar, 4-3. A dagger from Wagar. A lot of time still left in this game. Emphatic 29-point lead for Hope right now. It's another turnover and a nice layup recorded by Zach Hawes. Hawes, a junior from Hazlet, Michigan. Rechsteiner looking down low, and Jordan stepped out, they say. Rechsteiner down at the baseline to put the ball back in play. Jordan. Lucas Schock finds Dickerson. Mid-range jumper away from the hoop. Here's Clayton Dykehouse. Lost it, sent it off his own leg. Bulldog ball. Logan back in for Morrow. Seth Logan crosses half court. Rechsteiner out for Lucas Schock will try his luck. comes up a few numbers short. Dickerson in possession. Whistle blows. Not sure what's occurring here. 8:17 left in the second half. 78-47. Dickerson in for Rechsteiner. Seth Logan. Hesitation. Dickerson the pump fake. Lifts one up as he's clobbered towards the end wall. Dykehouse sending this one for Hovey. Instead opted to pass. That deflects out. Ball back in the hands of Adrian. Rechsteiner taking his time. Logan for Jordan. Braylon Dickerson through the paint. This is Jordan. And just a short finish from Josh Jordan to give the Bulldogs 49. Held on to by Hawes. Dykehouse looking to shake loose from Rechsteiner. Sent over, intercepted by Schock. He'll push back up. Lucas Schock bounces off contact. Rechsteiner weaving in, the up and under, falls down. A little bit of a grimace from Rechsteiner. He'll hobble back on defense. Sent through the air, losing the handle there, and Dickerson will hand this one off for Schock. Gets the basket and one as Schock falls down to the floor, now goes to the line. Luke Rager will replace Braylon Dickerson. Rager in for the Bulldogs. Lucas Schock looking to make it 52. He will. Ethan Crabtree swapping out with Dykehouse. Crabtree's first appearance of the night. Sophomore from Coldwater, Michigan. And again, play will stop as we've had a lot of referee timeouts, a lot of issues going on the sideline. Sent back towards Crabtree. Rechsteiner angling him wide. Back over. This is moved on by Nocek. First field goal for Robert Nocek today. Rechsteiner through the legs. Nocek able to hang with him. Logan looked to handle the ball for Rager. It's knocked out by Crabtree. Ball's found now by Rager. Bounces for Rechsteiner. Seth Logan tries a look off the back of the rim. Nocek down with the board. Now Crabtree skating by Rechsteiner. This one's sent out for Hawes. Batted out by Nocek. Good keep in by Decker, but the Bulldogs get it back. Seth Logan doesn't have a shooting window. Luke Rager, the jumper, bounced out. Rager looking for points. Devin Chaney sending it backwards for Zach Hawes. Once more, it's Chaney with the reverse. Gets away from Jordan. Nice layup. Rex Steiner lost control. He'll find it again on the floor and take it back out to the perimeter. Logan, catch and shoot. No good. Rager, a rebound. Rex Steiner holds on. Looks for Rager. Now Logan. Shot clock at 10. This is Shock. Good reverse oop there. Sent into the basketball hoop by Shock, off the glass and in with 4:54 to go in this game. We'll step aside. Hope up at the moment by a total of 28 points. On the other side of the timeout, Hope has the basketball. It's Ethan Crabtree. Crabtree to the near side. This is handled by Simon Newhouse just into the game. Crabtree skips in, able to lay it in. Sweet bucket from Crabtree. Rager. Nice finish of his own. Able to beat out Crabtree. This ball swung back out for Cheney. Crabtree once more. Ethan Crabtree had the ball snapped up by the Bulldogs. Jake Trampush. Welch pressuring in on Newhouse, but able to get it for Crabtree. Fell down to the ground. Logan tripped on top of him. Heavy collision. Bulldogs will get possession. Logan in for Rager now. Interchange between Logan and Rager, and a foul called against Brett Boltzma. .341 remaining as Logan looking for his first points of the game at the free throw line. It's a 1-and-1. Hits the shot. Seth Logan makes it 2 for 2. Fenton product gets on the score sheet in this game. Taken on by Crabtree. Lobbed up. Trampush shutting that down. Resilient finish there. Coming in from Robert Nochek. Logan feeds Welch. Darius Welch for Rager. Lucas Shock. Drive is stymied. Taken by Boltzma. Brett Boltzma handing for Crabtree. Still Boltzma. Defended by Rager. Sent off the leg of Logan. Bulldogs will have it. Heading back in is Zach Hawes for Hope, as we'll take a timeout. Back after this.
Bulldog fans, connect with Adrian College TV on social media to be updated.
Sorry about that, folks. Thought we were experiencing a timeout call, but play's going to continue instead. Jake Schlesinger looked like he stepped back over the line, but play will continue. This is taken by Gyra. Sends it home. Played back towards Newhouse. Newhouse heading in. Can't be stopped by Gyra. Basket will count. Schlesinger holds on. MC Williams bounces it for Gyra once again. Trampush will head back in, replacing Rager. Williams moved in for Schlesinger. Gibraltar Carlson graduate. Trying to find the finish, sent it off to the underside of the rim. Trampush, nobody there as the pass was sent. Williams, good hustle play to keep it for Schlesinger. Shot clock down at 13. MC Williams handed off. Nice play made by Trampush. Good assists from Williams. Schlesinger defending Crabtree. Long pop from Crabtree. Rebounded there by Rayer. Williams. Schlesinger. Jake Schlesinger looking for options. Finally will shoot from three. Short. Approaching the final minute. Substitution will be made as Luke Rager replaces Dylan Gyra. Simon Newhouse heading back in as well for Devin Cheney. Taken in by Crabtree. Lobbed back out for Hawes. Going to work here and getting on the board again is Nochek. 53 seconds left in what's been a frustrating game for Adrian College. Hope has dominated. Made the most of their long trip through the snow and elements. And the Hope Dutchmen about to improve to 12-3 on the season and 4-0 in conference play. Bulldogs will drop to 3-12 and 1-3 in the MIAA. Ball's handed off. Heavy collision. Schlesinger and Nochek both go down. This will be a foul against the Bulldogs. Looking at ahead at the schedule for both these teams next Wednesday, Holland, or Hope rather, will travel from Holland to Grand Rapids nearby to take on Calvin, conference favorite, and then play number 11 ranked Trine right after that. So back-to-back opponents ranked in the top 11 in the country. Two toughest opponents that Hope will face in the regular season, Calvin and Trine. One after the other, so that'll be a little bit of a tough stretch. We'll see what this Hope team is made of, because they're certainly a contender in the conference as well. Undefeated at the moment, 27 seconds left in this game. Bulldogs meeting a bit of a roadblock here in their MIAA slate. Tough games against Calvin and Hope back-to-back. Won't get any easier as they travel to Angola, Indiana to face the number 11 team in the land, Trine University. Hopefully we see a similar performance to how they fared against Calvin. 15 seconds, kicked out for MC Williams. Three-pointer is no good. Rager kicked out. Three-point shot from Rayer. Just not a great night shooting, as Hope will run the clock out and seal the victory. 91-62, the final score. That ties their third highest scoring total on the season. They put up 91 against Lehman College have also put up 96 against Concordia, Wisconsin, and 92 against Wilmington. So this is a team that has shown they are incredibly deep and they can score, and maybe a team that people are sleeping on in the MIAA this season. Hope looked lethal here today. Bulldogs back to the drawing board as head coach Greg Mitchell and the Flying Dutchman seal a victory. Looking at the final stat totals for the Dutchmen, they'll be led today. A strong performance from Tanner Wiegerink, who didn't even play for the last half of the second half, but put up 18. Gabe Quillen, similar story, put up 13. Justice Mims had 12. TJ McKenzie, 10. For the Bulldogs, a little bit of a tough night, but Braylon Dickerson did hit double digits with 10 points, followed up by Josh Recksteiner, and Kendall Chrisman, who both had 8, as well as Mike Reitnauer getting 8 points on the board. That'll do it here from Adrian, Michigan. Your final score, Hope 91, Adrian 62. Thanks, everyone, for tuning in. And on behalf of our entire crew, Nikita Samsonenko, Connor Shelb, I'm Calvin Keys. Have a great Saturday night and stay safe on the roads, everyone.
We continue to take pride and learn from Asa Mahan's leadership today.
And the slam!
161 years of commitment to harnessing the power of creativity, ingenuity, community, and academic excellence.
I believe that if you get your degree here, the world is going to feel like it's shrinking.